Just granted Halle Bailey a restraining order against DDG after she claims he laid hands on her while they were discussing visitation for their son Halo.
So Halle and DDG are in the news again, and let's talk about it. There's a restraining order on DDG not to go 10 yards close to Halle. So yeah. Hey beautiful people, how y'all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here, and welcome to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So TMZ has released the news that Halle Bailey has filed for a restraining order for DDG, and the court has approved it. So DDG is not allowed to go anywhere 10 yards close to Halle Bailey at all. And this has come as a result. The last time we heard about the two of them was the fact that DDG was out here talking about how Ali refused to allow him see Halo, which is their son. And this has really struck a conversation because you guys know the relationship between Halle Bailey and DDG. From the get-go of that relationship, a lot of people warned her about this relationship. A lot of people didn't like her and DDG in the relationship. And even when they got pregnant, the pregnancy was hidden. Eventually, we all found out that she was pregnant. People were still warning her, girl, you made a big mistake having a child with this man. And eventually they broke up, and people are like, we told you. But now people finding out that DDG has been putting hands on Halle, being abusive to Halle, being shipping her teeth, grabbing her, and all that just really got it crazy. And the crazy thing about it is that when this news broke out, DDG was live streaming, and he has a reaction of getting a restraining order from his baby mama on a live stream. It was caught on live stream, and this also got more people talking because he was acting like he did not know that there was a restraining order filed against him. So you guys in the US, let me know, because some people are saying that when you get filed a restraining order, you'll be notified, you'll be served that you have a restraining order filed on you. So you guys let me know in US, like, is this a thing, or those people are just talking? But yeah, I'd like to know, because the way he was acting on the live stream when he saw the news, like, it can't be real. It can't be real. Like, he didn't know that something like this could come up at all. So let's go check out the video of DDG finding out that the court has just approved the restraining order that Halle filed against him, that he is not allowed to get close to Halle. And mind you, Halle is allowed to take Halo to anywhere she's going, and now she's traveling to Europe. Anyway, let's go check DDG's response, people's response to this entire drama, and then we'll come back and talk more.
Feel like, damn, bro, should I get a stylist? Why are they saying GGTMZ? Let's see. Why are they saying GGTMZ? All right, I'm looking at her story now. Oh. All that. Don't even.
That can't even be real.
All that, bro. All that.
But that can't even be real. That's the thing.
But don't even. But you remember we talked about last night? All that. Let me say something. It's not.
No, I'm saying, but I don't know where that even came from.
Yo, stop these fake allegations. This is a father. This is a real person. It's a good human being.
But I don't.
But hey, bro, we on stream, bro.
Come on, like, I gotta be.
Just don't do it, bro. Come here.
Don't even make no.
All that. That's my real friend. We're not gonna do no false shit to ruin this stream. He's a great human being. He does a lot for a lot of people. He's a man. He's a father, and we're gonna respect him. We're gonna love him. WDDG. If you got anything to say,
the fake narratives. Stop the bullshit. We don't want to hear that shit, bro. That shit is fake.
Listen to R. Kelly.
Just granted Halle Bailey a restraining order against DDG after she claims he laid hands on her while they were discussing visitation for their son Halo. She was passing Halo off to DDG. He became enraged as they were discussing visitation. They began to wrestle. That's when she claimed he put her head into the steering wheel, chipping her tooth as he was pulling her hair. She claimed that the wrestling didn't stop until she began to cry, but she did not feel safe letting Halo go with DDG, so she got in the car. They rode to DDG's house, where she hysterically told his family about what had went down, and they agreed to look after Halo. Also alleged that DDG did some weird stuff by entering her home without permission and sending her a photo of her bed, claiming, oh, now I know what you be on. She claims that when he sent that text, he assumed she was dealing with other men. 4 days after that incident, DDG came to her home again to pick up Halo, which is when she broke the news that he couldn't hang out with him because he was sick. When she claims DDG became verbally abusive, claims he actually smashed the Ring camera and ran off with her phone, drove a little bit down the street and threw the phone out the window and told her her go get it be. Halle claims that this prompted her to file a restraining order against DDG, and after a judge reviewed all of the footage, they agreed that he needs to stay at least 100 yards away from her, and the judge gave Halle permission to take their 18-month-old son Halo to Italy so she can film a movie for 2 months. Now, in addition to all of that, the judge also said that DDG cannot mention Halo or Halle on his live stream. To put the cherry on top of the case, he submitted text messages of DDG allegedly confronting her a possible relationship with Brent Fayez. In the text here, you see DDG saying, "You think you hurt my feelings, but you really just ruined your own image. This is a terrible look." He says, "It makes you look disgusting and evil." Keep in mind, this was on Mother's Day. He says, "Enjoy your vacation. Happy Mother's Day. Just have the same energy when it's my time to have Halo. I'm on the same type of time." Guys, this entire situation just caught me completely off guard. I knew they were having issues, but I did not know it was this bad. Neighbors, I'm curious to know what y'all think about this. Let me know down in the comments. Peace.
DVD, DDG, LMNOP, XYZ is cooked. You think that the people gonna let you do that to America's favorite black mermaid and get away with it? Everybody was already on your ass when you was playing with her in the first place. Okay? And they let you slide. They let you slide. But now that we found out that she's filing a restraining order against you because you chipped her tooth and broke her things, we on you. And if I'm being honest, I think he's jealous of her. I think he's jealous of her because his career ain't never going to be what hers is. I truly believe that. And that's why we wasn't buying it when you said that she was keeping your son from you. You can't trick us. You couldn't manipulate us. That's the oldest trick in the book. When somebody is obsessing over a woman, they get to telling everybody that the woman is not letting them see their kids. But you left a part of the story out. You left all that stuff you did to her out of the story. Jail. Send him to jail.
Dumb dusty ass G is the literal walking definition of insecure narcissist. Because to come on the internet week after week and harass the mother of your child, knowing the shit that you have done to her, knowing that she holds the key to your lackluster ass career in the palm of her Disney hand. Not only that, but to be on stream when the news broke and pretend in front of your loser ass incel followers like you didn't know you had a restraining order, as if you're not notified when the restraining order is filed. That is peak narcissistic abuser behavior.
Don't even.
That can't even be real.
All that, bro. All that.
But that can't even be real. That's the thing.
But don't even. But you know what we talked about last night? All that. Let me say something. It's not.
No, I'm saying, but I don't know where that even came from.
Yo.
In order to be granted a restraining order, you have to have concrete evidence of said abuse and harassment that you are seeking protection from. Halle had that. And it's the fact that she sat on this information for months, which lets me know she probably was not going to file anything against you simply because you are her child's father. But because you couldn't stop running to the internet bashing her every time she got some type of spotlight or attention, you left her no choice. You really put your hands on a Disney princess. If King Triton doesn't handle you himself, I guarantee the internet will. I hope they ban his ass from Twitch.
He didn't want to go to court because he was breaking into that woman's house, taking a picture of an empty crib. He was chipping her tooth while her head into the steering wheel. Yeah, DDG. That man sat up here and said, "Oh, I don't want to get the courts involved. I just want to be mature." Abusive is mature, sir? And to all the DDG people who was sitting around here talking about she's so bitter, she's so this, she's so that, that woman ain't said nothing. She probably would have kept quiet about his abuse had he not got on the internet. But he's a real narcissist. He's a real bitter baby daddy. Like, come on. And they said that there's proof. No judge is granting a restraining order without proof. He needs to go to jail and he needs to go to hell.
What's really killing me is the clip of when DDG found out on stream that Halle put a restraining order on him because it was all over TMZ in the shade room. Talk about somebody acting oblivious. Like, y'all do know that the judge can't grant nothing without proof. The judge got the proof, baby. And I just can't understand why y'all are calling Halle bitter and saying that she brought this to the internet. No, she did not. She went to the courts and filed a report TMZ is the one that broke the news and brought it to the internet. Johnny's face on that stream says it all, and I really feel like DDG is sitting there acting shocked because she stood on business and in private. Like, it's just really killing me that he was on stream talking about this can't be real. Dude, you really thought that Halle was never going to get the evidence and go to the courts about it? Like, you literally put your hands on her. What are you talking about? And then you sitting up here acting oblivious. Like, that's really is what's killing me. Like, you're acting oblivious as if you don't know that you did this and you know you did this.
I respect Halle Bailey for going to get that restraining order against DDG. I respect her for getting the authorities involved instead of getting on the internet and being bitter like he did. Because it's crazy that he knew he had done did all of that stuff, yet he got on the internet and acted like he was the victim. So instead of her running to the internet and arguing with him, she said, you know what, I'm going to let them handle it. I'm going to let them do what they need to do. And yes, y'all already know that there's proof. All of y'all DDGers that was already against Halle saying that she was being bitter, she was keeping the baby from him because y'all was too busy listening to what he said. And that be the problem with a lot of y'all. Y'all be feeling like, oh, well, he is the daddy and this and that. No. I don't care how much you are the daddy. You ain't just finna be doing the mama any kind of way and just think, I'm just still supposed to let you around my baby. Like, it don't work like that. Because if you don't respect me, you don't respect my kid. Hello? But anyway, Halle Bailey got that restraining order granted, which she should have. He cannot be posting that baby on the internet, all that streaming, all of that being around her. No, it cannot be done. And I don't care what y'all DDGs got to say. He was dead wrong for doing that.
DDG acting surprised on Aiden Ross' stream as if somebody gets a restraining order that you are not served that shit. You 110% know when somebody is filing a restraining order against you. He talking about, oh my God, that can't be real. Like, no way. Boy, you know 110% that shit was real because you were served with papers. Trust and believe. And a lot of y'all just simply do not know how court proceedings, law, any of that shit really work. But quite literally, both parties are notified. So the person that wants the restraining order and the person that is getting a restraining order put against them, both have to know that shit. You can't just have a restraining order against somebody for no reason. Another thing, it is quite hard to be granted a restraining order. There has to be a lot of evidence, and that judge has to really believe that your life or whomever's life is in danger. That man is quite literally a psychopath. Y'all cannot convince me otherwise. I already know I'm going to have you little men that want to defend him be like, oh my God, I don't want to hear it. He quite literally put his hands on her. And there is proof behind that shit. I don't want to hear it.
Hate to say I told you so to the DDG fans, but y'all been in my DMs because I've been clocking this man's stuff for a minute. I've been said this man was abusive to Halle. I've been said that his mother was holding down her abusive sons. And what Halle said today to DDG was, I ain't Britney. I ain't Britney, bruh. Because today, Dub has gone in on Britney for the last couple days, been trying to make this girl's life a living hell. And Halle said, you won't do it to me. I'm so proud of her. So proud of her. Because this man has tried to ruin her reputation using academics. And I wonder where his... using academics to try to ruin this girl's career. He was going to try to tear Halle down. And I know we warned her, but it doesn't matter. He was going to try to tear this girl down because he realized he couldn't win any other way because her reputation. Best move ever. I swear to goodness.
I don't understand how Halle went from buckling Halo into the back seat to somehow finding her way to the front of the car by the steering wheel. I'm not saying that she's lying about the whole situation, but something is not adding up. And then in the restraining order, she put for Halo not to be on DDG's stream or even post it online on any of his accounts. And it's just like, what does that have to do anything with DDG allegedly putting his hands on you? Everything always comes down to somehow Halo not being involved with DDG. And if you really felt like you were unsafe around DDG and you went and you told his parents, his family, then why did you not go to the police right away? Like, I'm sorry, I just can't wrap my head around how now all of a sudden he's an abuser. He put his hands on you, he did this, he did that. But when y'all was on good terms, he's the best father, he's this, he's that. And like I said, I'm not saying that she's capping, but I just don't seem to understand how she went from putting Halo in the car seat and then DDG saying, get out my car, bitch. How did you find your way to the front where the steering wheel is? That's the only thing that's just like, okay, something is not like making sense right there. And then also y'all are saying here and saying, oh, well, in order to get a restraining order, you need evidence, you need hardcore evidence. Well, luckily for famous people, they can get around things easily with something called money. So I just don't want to come for him for no reason, especially if there's really no proof. Like, I need to see the proof. I don't know about y'all. Y'all can say y'all want to call him a woman, but y'all do all that. I already know the Halle fans are going in right now. Like, they in his section, comment section going hot. But I need to see evidence, and that's just how I feel about the whole situation. I feel like there's always two parts of a story, and I feel like she's just, like, making it seem like he's just the last person. Like, and that's one thing about DDG. He never made it seem like Halle was a bad person. So let's just see how this all plays out.
DDG, we can't see Halo because of you. You already know she only gonna let us see him and just photos. We ain't gonna get no videos or nothing because you decide you want to go put your hands on the Little Mermaid. You put your hands on Disney's Little Mermaid, hey, and you thought it was okay. Like, now you got a restraining order, so now you ain't gonna be able to see your baby. We can't see our nephew, and now you can't even be around her. Like, what it is, like, you can't control adults. Well, people have to understand that you cannot control an adult person. You can barely control the kids. So you think about how you trying to control an adult. You gotta let people be who they want to be. Stop it. Let it go. Move around. Now look. Now you got a restraining order. You lucky that lady ain't called the police. Because see, if the Little Mermaid would have called the police on your ass would have been in jail. Like, if you going through some type of crisis because you lost your family. But guess what? You fumbled that. And you trying to hit on her and abuse her ain't going to help it. I'm trying to give you some game. And you probably need to call Auntie Tia to let her tell you too, because, baby, violence ain't the way. You ain't gonna win. You not gonna win. Listen, stop it. Stop trying to control people. You cannot control people. DDG, I'm talking to you now. I'm talking directly to you. Now we can't see our nephew in like real time because you know what I'm saying? You done did this. Like, come on now. You suffering. You suffering. The baby suffering. Everybody suffering in the situation. Y'all better stop putting your hands on people. Excuse me. Y'all better stop that. Just let it go. Y'all know what to do. Get in the comments. Let's go. Now we can't see Halo. Baby, he was humbling both of y'all, like in real life.
So Holly's only 25 right now, and she has said previously that DDG was her first real boyfriend. I'm 32. You know us. We done been through it. We know how to see it immediately. But her being what, 22, 23 when they first started talking? Like, she had to go through it. It's her first real boyfriend. And then there's celebrities, so her listening to the internet's warning her is not going to, like, make sense, really. Because anyone she dates, the internet's going to say something negative about them. Like, everybody has a past, so it's like her listening to the internet wouldn't really benefit her situation anyway. But the biggest red flag to me was how fast he got her pregnant. That's always a red flag. Like, you can't tell me him getting her pregnant
was a mistake.
Was an accident. I just feel like he recognized her value,
which they always do,
what her presence could bring to him. So he said, I want to be tied to you forever. Therefore, impregnated her. And that's why he acts crazy, allegedly, according to the restraining order. Because getting her pregnant is a way to guarantee permanent access to her. You see what I'm saying? I said it to say, you have to learn the lesson. I believe she probably learned the lesson, and we're going to see her choose better moving forward. That's what I think.
Anyway, guys, go down in the comment section, share your thought, but keep it respectful as always. We're just here to have conversations, so feel free, share your thought. So, this DDG Halle situation, like, am I surprised? I'm not. Honestly, like, the entire discourse, the restraining order, I'm really not surprised that there is proof that he has been putting hands on Halle all this while. And people coming to talk about how, she's just being bitter and all that. I feel like everybody has said, for a judge to say that there was a lot of evidence, meaning it wasn't just that one-time thing or the cheap tooth, probably even the Ring camera, she said he broke, a phone, everything. Like, and the fact that this may probably had strong evidence and just showed in court, why not? Like, why would, and this is why, like, as women, I do appreciate, like, Halle doing this for herself, because a lot of women allow those things. They may say, oh, it's not that a big deal, but those are the little things that eventually build up, that goes to full black eye and all that. The fact that she is nipping it in the butt just right now, just make sense. And I feel like she did this because DDG will not stop coming to the internet to talk. And this is why, like, this is why sometimes I like doing both sides of the story. Like, when DDG came online and was talking about how Halle did not allow him to see Halo, claiming that Halo was sick, I was like, okay. But Halle, we all know Ali is not going to even say anything, and that girl moves in silence. Like, she's going to do what she wants to do. She does not need to make noise. And I do appreciate people like that. So like me, I want to talk it out. But people like can move like that without making noise. Like, the level of respect I have for them and all that. But yeah, this is why here on this channel, we talk about how you should be very, very careful the person you choose to have your child with. Be very, very careful. And a lot of women take having a child with someone really lightly. They feel like marriage is the goal. Like I always say here on this channel, if you could lay down and have a child with a man, you could as well just marry him. Because all the trauma that comes with having a child with a man, I think is equivalent to being married, just as well go marry him. I don't believe in marriage. I don't think the way marriage is structured is a thing. Like, it doesn't benefit you as a woman. But if at all you're going to go the other route of society, go have a child with somebody, just as well marry the person, because that person is tied to you. Like, that person have access to you. And I know, yes, you will say, oh, you can get restraining order. How long this restraining order is going to last? They share a child together. So in one way or the other, there's no restraining order against Halo. So he needs to see his son. That is his son. He will find a way to see him. And whatever way, that son is also her son. So there's always going to be a conflict of interest. There's always going to be a tussle, even though they are not seen. There's always going to be that tussle around each other. And I don't even understand how long, like, what do you want to do? You can't return the child. You cannot return the child. You are stuck. And that's why, like, we always tell women, like, and this is why, like, when I see young girls and they're like, oh, like, that's the honeymoon phase, baby. Life has not hit. Now, this is where real life is hitting. And this is why, like, you should hold it back. That's what we'll talk about here on this channel. Like, be very intentional. Ask yourself, how does this serve me? How does her having a child serve her in that relationship? But she went on to have it. And like the other sister said, DDG did it very intentionally. And what a lot of women don't even understand is a lot of men go ahead to cook the oven for you to have a child, because they know, especially when they know that you have potential and you have the things they need and they want out of life and relationship, they're going to get you hooked with a child, because there's nowhere you're going with that child. Like, you are tied to them like that for life. Some people will say it's for 18 years. It's not for 18 years. It's for life. Because even when that child is married, when that child is sick, when that child is celebrating anything, both of you are going to deal with each other. So ladies, please use this Halle situation as a lesson. Be careful, be intentional. Don't just go around having babies, please. Okay? Let's pump the brake. Anyway, go down and share your thoughts. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push up my content for more people to see, and that'll be you supporting this channel and this girl here. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.